Hello. So today we're going to talking about networking in AWS. That's VPC, which stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Now it has different components. We have the cider blocks, we have the subnets, we have the routables, we have the internet gateway and NAT gateway. In general, the gateways. So for a VPC, what's a VPC? A VPC is a virtual private cloud. That's a network. That's a logical isolated sector of the AWS cloud service where you can launch AWS resources in a virtual network that you can define. So you define your virtual network depending on how you want it. If you want to prevent a particular sector or particular IP address from visiting or are getting access to a particular resource in your network or in your AWS account. Now we're going step by step explaining the VPC component, that's the virtual private cloud components, that's the cider blocks, subnets, and routables and internet gateways. Each of these has a unique function in the system. For example, looking at um the traditional a simple AWS VPC, that's virtual private cloud. You see from we have the monitor, we have the internet gateway router, we have the public subnet and the private subnet. Now this router is what we have here. We have the what we call the root tables. Now the root tables helps you to connect from the public subnet direct to internet. So the internet easily gets access from can the internet can access the public subnet and the public subnet can access the internet. But now for the private subnet, discover that the internet cannot gain access to the private subnet directly. The private subnet can only get access to the internet via either the public subnet, and that requires a different gateway called a NAT gateway.